Free-to-play friendly digital bugs. Let's do this.
It's time to do.
Finally, an insect deck that can be playable. All monsters in this deck are level 3 insect light monsters. Websolder will target an attack position monster you control, change it to defense, and special summon a level 3 insect from your hand in defense, which can be any monster in this deck, which will then make your Scaradiator. LEDybug, when changed to attack position to defense, will search for a level 3 insect type, which is again any monster from this deck. And while your Cocoondenser is in attack position, you can target a level 3 insect type monster from your graveyard and special summon it, another way to make an Xyz summon. And also we have Centibit. When it's changed from attack position to defense, you can special summon a level 3 insect from your deck in defense. And also these cards have effects. When they get used for an Xyz summon, they will give your Xyz monsters an additional effect. Centibit says these cards can attack all defense position monsters your opponent controls once each. LEDybug says when your monster destroys your opponent's monster by battle, you will draw a card. And Websolder says if it's Xyz summoned, the defense of all face-up monsters your opponent controls becomes 0, also change them to defense position. And Cocoondenser says if your monster attacks a defense position monster, your opponent cannot activate any card effects. You can combine these monsters, make Xyz summons, give your Xyz monster additional effects. I'm also using Bagworm. On flip, it will target a machine type monster your opponent controls and take control of it. Also, it's a level 3 light insect, that's why we can play it in this deck. The main reason I'm using this is obviously Desperado Barrel Dragon. You can play this or not, it's a free to play card, and if it gets destroyed by battle, the monster that destroyed this card loses 500 attack and defense. Our main Xyz Scaradiator, it requires 2 or more level 3 light insect type monsters. Once per turn, during either player's turn, you can detach 2 Xyz materials from it, target a monster your opponent controls, face up, face down, it doesn't matter, change its battle position, and if you do, negate its effects until the end of the turn. Also, once per turn, when it destroys your opponent's monster by battle, you can attach that monster to this card as Xyz material. This is really powerful because there are lots of monsters that activate effects when they get destroyed by battle or card effect. With this, that will not gonna happen, and you will fuel this monster, get your opponent's monsters as your Xyz materials, and activate this card's effect again. It's a rank 3, and we have rank 5 Corebug. It requires 2 or more level 5 light insects. You can Xyz summon it by using your Scaradiator. How you are going to do is you will detach those 2 Xyz materials from your Scaradiator and make this. Not a quick effect, it still has a powerful effect. Once per turn, you can detach a material, target a defense position monster your opponent controls, and shuffle it into the deck. And also, once per turn, if the battle position of a monster on the field is changed, you can attach insect type monster from your graveyard to this card as Xyz material. Again, refuel your monster. And finally, we have Rhinosebus. It requires 2 or more level 7 light insects, but again, you can use your rank 5 to make this. And if you do this way, they will at least have 1 Xyz material, so you can use their effects. Anyways, this card says if it attacks a defense position, it will inflict piercing battle damage. Also, once per turn, during either player's turn, you can detach 1 Xyz material from it to destroy the face-up monsters your opponent controls with the highest defense. All if tied, that's the point. Your Websolder's effects comes handy. Remember it, if you use it as your Xyz material, the defense of all face-up monsters your opponent controls becomes 0. So, your Rhinosebus's effects will destroy all monsters your opponent controls. Spiritualism to take out back row. This is free to play friendly. You can use your Cosmic Cyclones, Galaxy Cyclones, Night Beams, whatever you have. If you don't have those, you can play this. Enemy Controller has free to play back row, and also, since this deck focuses on changing your opponent's monsters to defense, this will help you also. And we have Bug Signal. This basically allows you to Xyz summon during your opponent's turn. You target an insect type Xyz monster you control, special summon from your extra deck 1 insect type monster that is 2 ranks higher or lower lower than the monster you control. Rank up, rank down, it's up to you. If you have Corebug, basically you can summon the rank 7 or rank 3. You mainly have your Scaradiator, so with this card you will make your Corebug. It's a great way to dodge your opponent's card's effects. Maybe they activated Karma Cut on your Xyz or Raigeki Break or any other effects that targeted your monster and gonna take it out. You will activate this and dodge it, and no worries because those Xyz materials will be transferred to the new Xyz monster, including that Xyz monster, which is great. And finally we have Bug Emergency. You target 2 level 3 insects in your graveyard and special summon them, negate their effects. Obviously you will use this card, special summon those, and make Xyz summon again. Also you can banish it from your graveyard and an Xyz monster from your graveyard. The levels of all level 3 insect type monsters you currently control become equal to the banished monster's rank until the end of the turn. Great way to make Xyz plays. Let's say you have banished your Corebug, you have level 3s, they will become level 5 and you will be able to make Corebug instead of using Scaradiator to make this, which means you will have much more Xyz materials. I'm using the skill Insect Uprising while you have 3 or more insects on the field. It reduces your opponent's all face-up monsters attack by 80-100, and it's once per turn. You can use it as much as you have the monsters. It really is a great skill for this deck, I believe. If your opponent somehow stopped your attacks or whatever, mostly our monsters attack are lower and we change our opponent's monsters to defense, so reducing their attack will help us. Like I said, our attacks are lower, but with rank 3 and with rank 5 you will be able to OTK your opponent. If you have the Bug Signal, if your opponent has only one monster, you destroyed it with this card, you attach that monster to this card as Xyz material. You can activate your Bug Signal, summon your rank 5, attack again. If you had your Scaradiator, this will be an OTK play. I think this is enough for the explanation. I hope you love the deck. Thanks for watching and see you soon.